Computer Department. Today I am discussing about programming using Python. In this subject, today I am discussing functions, strings, list, tuples, dictionary. Now, what is a function? It is a dividing a large problem into subproblems. Here, let's see the example program functions in Python. Here, def, it is the keyword. This keyword is used only in the function. Next coming one, max, it means function name. Next here passing two arguments, formal arguments, and it will be written as the return maximum among A and B, and this line will be described as the document string, and this line we can run and prompt to get help for the function. Here coming to conditions, if else condition, it will be written as the body of the function and write the def function. Def means definition, it should be displayed as the function program. Now coming to calling a function, max is the function name. Previously we are passing two arguments a comma b. Here a value is 6, b value is 4. Here formal argument should be initialize the values. Next, let's see the output. Here I am using return maximum among A and B. Recently I have to tell that return maximum among A and B, it is the document string and it will be help function. It can be executed by the prompt. That's why output help on function max in module main. Here display the output return maximum among A and B. Now coming to keyword arguments. Here recently we have seen the passing the values, formal arguments. In this function program we are having two types of arguments. One is formal argument and the second one is actual arguments. In this parameter passing, formal is bound to actual using formal names. Here previously we are using max is the function name. Here non-keyword arguments precede keyboard arguments in the call. Order of key argument is not important. Here default values. Let's see the example program. We have recently seen in the function program mainly def is the most important, that is the keyword. This keyword we are using in the functions concept only. And the next one, print name, means here the function name. In this function we are passing the two arguments, that is the first argument, first formal argument, and the last one is second formal argument. I have to declare the condition initial is equals to false. If the initial will become true, it will be printed the first value 0th index and the last value 0th index. In these two indexes between, it will be placed as a dot, and the condition will be false, then it will be printed as the else block. Directly print first value and the last value. Let's see the output. Now here is the most important one. Here initial is equals to false, then we are using the default value. You are not initialize this false value. This is not a default value. You are not giving any value that it should be taken as a default value. Let's see the output. Here the print name is the function name. In this function I am passing the two arguments Eckart's Institute. These two values should be displayed as a output. Then the next coming to print name, first Eckart's, last Institute, initial equal to true. And the previously what I have to tell that initial equals to true means first argument value 0th index should be displayed. Let's see here first Eckart's. A should be displayed, that is the 0th index, and the last 0th value is the I 0th index. In this both two values I have to place it the dot operator, that's why it will be printed. Otherwise print name last is equals to institute, first is equal to Eckart's. In this case initial is equals to false, it will be printed as the first name and the last name. Here see the output, first name and last name. Next coming to print name, Eckart's, last is equals to institute. Here see Eckart's directly printed and the last name will be attached to the institute. Next, here we are receiving the default values. User to call a function with a fewer arguments only. Okay, when some arguments has fixed values, and these fixed values only the calling the function, and these all arguments or the default values must end with the argument list only. Next, global values. In the previously we are learn C language, we have to declare the main function and it should be as a local variables, and outside the main function it is the global variables. Here global also allow the function to communicate with each other but indirectly, not directly. In this global function without parameter passing or return value. Here, if a function has to update it globally, it must redeclare the global variable with the help of the global keyword. Now let's see the one example of a global variables. Here, pi value I am declaring the 3.14 and I have to calculate now in this program perimeter value, area value, and finally I have to update the pi value. In this function updated, I have to declare a global keyword. Finally, what the pi value should be updated. Here define pi to be a floated data type. Why it is a floated data type? It has a single precision floating point number and it can be used across functions. Any changes to pi, update pi will be usable. You have to change any changes in pi values and it will be automatically updated to pi value. Here let's say print area 100. Here you can see area function. I am giving the R value 100. This 3.14 into 100 into 100, these values should be coming into 31400. And perimeter 10. Here perimeter R value should be 10. Means formula 2 into 3.14 into 10. Now update pi value. Then again you have to, previously I have to changing the value. First area value is 31400 and the print perimeter value 62.80. Then these values will be updated to again the function. Next area value and this one is the perimeter value. We are discussing now functions concept, and now coming to next one is a strings, tuples and list. We have all of you know string is a collection of characters. In Python we have a str type and they represent us as a sequence of characters and it does not have corresponding to these characters, and strings are enclosed in a single quotes and double quotes, and backslash is used to escape quotes and special characters. In the strings I have to declare the two variables. In these two variables I have to initialize the value and these two variables I have to printing the statement. Again you have to display the print type also, that is the ACATS first quotes. And now I have to find out the length of the string, that is name, empty, single. I have passing three variables. First one is a name, empty, single. First variable I have to given the value, second variable I need not given to value, and third variable I have to giving only one value. Here single 1, I have to find out the length name 15, length single 1, length empty 0. Now special, I have given the special variable. In the special variable I am backslash character is used. That's why it should not be included backslash character. It means it has special symbols. That's why its length is 3. And next one, in this string I have to concatenate and repeat. In this Python I have to using the two operations. One is concatenation and the second one is operations. Concatenation means two strings are combined, and repetition means you have to given the one value and that should be repeated the multiple times. Which number you have to given that. And these methods are also called as a function or operator overloading. And let's see the one example, concatenate and repeat. Here giving the one variable name, that is the details, where previously name and description I have given that. In this name I have given the value introduction to Python, and the description I have given the value ACATS first quotes. We are previously seen what is the repetition. How many times you have to given that variable? 5 times. That's why the given the statement will be displayed as the 5 times. Now coming to what is indexing in the strings concept. String indexing value starting with 0. In the previously arrays concept we have seen arrays also starting value 0 and ending with n-1. Now same procedure goes to strings. Starting index value is 0. Now the name ACATS, I want that name, I have to accessing the only third index value, that should be I have to print at the D. And the next one, hello. In this value I have to access the only first index value, that should I have to print that E value. And the next one I have to use the negative indexing also. Here First -1 means last value should be displayed, and the -2 means it has to display second last. Let's see the one example. In the ACATS, I had to access the only -1. It means it has to go to the last value. ACATS, what is the last value? Yes. That's why S should be printed. And the name -5. Here ACATS having A is the 0th position, C is the 1, A is 2, D is 3 and S is 4. What about 5? Then again repeated going to the 0th index. That way it should be printed as the A. Now coming to second index value is the D. Minus means it has to go on backwards. And coming to Y, index out of range error will become. You have to access only 5 index values, but you should accessing the 50 index values. You have only limit 5, but you can accessing the 50. That's why index out of range error will be occurred. Next, what is a slicing? Slicing should be displayed as the column operator. Here, slicing has one of the syntax. S means slicing. Here, having two values, one is the starting value and second one is the ending value. Starting value should be starting with 0 only. Ending value you need not given, it will be automatically taken as the length of this string, and it should be displayed as the column operator. Let's see the one example. Here name will be displayed. I want 0 to 3. I am giving the range function, but in this range function this column will be called as the slicing operator in the strings concept. Okay, now I have to given, let's see the name. I am not giving the starting value. I have to go only giving the last value, but it default it will be taking the starting value is 0. In the second one you have to see that I have giving only starting value, but I am not given the second value, but last value we need not given, it will automatically taken to the length of the string. And the next one is more slicing operators. In the previously negative indexing we are using the negative operators, negative indexing values. Let's see once the tabular column. I have given the -4 to -1 here. I have accessing the -4 range to -1. Here see CAD will be printed. Why I need not printed S value? Here I have to tell that previously the ending value is n-1. You have to giving the array size is 5. Then it should be printed only the 0th index to 4th index. Okay, but should not be printed to the last value. And now coming to tuples. A tuple consists of number of values and separated by commas. Here I am giving the t is the variable. In that variable I have to passing the value and I have to access the 0th value, that is the introduction to Python. Next I have to accessing the second value, it will be printed as the 101. And the next one t value. Let's see the 3 values. But what is the type of t? And we don't know what is the data type. Then you have to find out with the type function. Type of t means it should be displayed as the tuple. In this tuple we are using the empty values and we are using the single values also. The next one, nested tuples, means tuple within tuple itself. Here tuple is copied into the student. Here I am giving the two values. One is the course and one is the student. Here student and course will be combined. Let's see these two values will be concatenations of the tuples. And the next one, length of the tuple. Samely we have know that what is the length. Predefined function is length function. Now I am asking length of empty. In this empty value I need not given any value. It will be displayed as a 0. In the singleton length value I have to display only one value, means its length is 1. Next course I have to display the 3 values, means the length of the course is 3. And the student, the length of the course is also 3. Next, more operations of a tuples. It will be executed as a order wise. What is the course 1 value and what is the course 2 value, and these operations will be also displayed. In the previously we have learned what is the concatenation and what is the repetition. Concatenation means it will be displayed as a plus operator, and the repetition means it will be displayed as the into operator. In this we have seen, lastly you have to observe that here repetition not, what is the concatenation means you have to display plus, and in that also you have to access the third value. Okay, and the next one you have to access the with range values also. You have to only find out what is the second to 7. Then you have to find out the range function also. And the next one, list operations. It is a order sequence of values and it is a separated by the comma, and it can be represented as a square brackets. Tuple is open parenthesis and the list is square brackets. Now values can be different types. Okay, the items have the same data type, but in everywhere list tuples you have to take in characters and integers, but same data types will be included as the Python data types. Here see list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I am giving the values same as printed, and you have to find out which data type. You have to using the type function. Next, coming to sequence operations are applicable. I am giving the fib is a variable and passing the number of values. You have to know how much the length, you are using the length function. And next, coming to indexing, you have to find out the particular index value also. Slicing means you have to starting value and ending value. You need not given any ending value, it should be taken as the length of the list. Next one. Here let's see concatenation of the string. List also you have to concatenation the operation and the repetition operation. Both are list and tuple are same, but tuple you cannot be changed and the list values you have to change the values. More operations on the list. Here first one append function means here you have to adding the elements. Extend means you have to extending the number of values. Insert means you have to insert there the particular position. Removing value means you have to remove the all values. Pop method means where you have to insert the last value that should be deleted as the first value. Index means you have to delete a particular index value also. Count function means how many number of variables or values are there. Sorting function means you have to sort out the ascending order and descending order. And the next one reverse function means you have to given the values, you have to reverse them also. And next coming to sets and dictionaries. What is a set? It is an unordered collection. Recently we have seen list and tuple, it is the ordered collection, but set coming to unordered collection. But set does not include any duplicate elements. But list and tuple are duplicate elements are available, but in the sets no duplicate elements are available. Next coming to, let's see the example. Apple, orange, banana and number of values I am giving. These values are assigned to basket. Now coming to, I have to create a set from sequence. Whenever you have to put a set function, then it will be creating a set. Now I am asking the apple in fruits. In the fruits variable, apple is there or not. In this output, it will be displayed as a boolean value. If the value is there, it will be displayed as a true. If the value is not there, it will be displayed as a false. Now coming to set operations. Whenever you have to create a set function, then it will be also known as a set operations. Here A also set function, B also set function. Next A minus B means set difference, comparing both A and B values. Next one set union. Here same position will be or is there or not. And the intersection means different value. Yes will be commonly which type of value is present, then it will be find out the intersection values. Symmetric means cap values should be displayed. Now coming to dictionary. Dictionary means key value pairs. What is a key? Let's see the student roll number 1 is the key and student name is the value. Key has to be unique. Why? Student roll number has unique value in the college and the name should be same, but the key should be has a different, but it cannot be changed. And key value pairs enclosed inside the curly braces. And the next one, empty dictionary is created by the writing function. The dictionaries are mutable and you have to adding a new keys and changing the pairs and deleting the keys also. In this I have taken a one example, capital variable. In this variable I am passing the values and get the existing value. Okay, you have to place the new value also. Otherwise you have to place an unwanted value, it should be taken as a error. And you have to replacing the value also. In the UK place you have to replace the London, but you should not place it unexisting values. And next operations on dictionaries. Here capital dot key means whatever, let's see the example, student roll number, the roll numbers are will be printed. Here the Sri Lanka, India, I am giving the values should be printed. Next capital dot values. Okay, values should be printed. What is the length of the capital? Here giving the only 5 values means the length of the capital is 5. I am asking the USA in capital. In the capital variable USA is found or not. Is there means it is divided. It will be displayed as the true. Otherwise Russia in capital not there. That's why it is a false. You have to delete the particular value. You have to use the del function. Then automatically updated the capital variables. Operations on dictionary. Here you have to assigning the value with variable with square bracket also. and the next one you have to update the value is inserted or not, replaced, and you have to use the dictionary for looping also. In that for looping I am appending the k value. Remember, iterate over keys only but not values. And the countries you have to sort them, how ascending order or descending order. And dictionaries are construction. The dict is the function in the dictionary. It directly sequence of key value pairs. I am taking the airport is the value. Here dict is the function name. In this function Mumbai bomb. Here is the key value. Delhi Del. And Chennai MAA. Kolkata CC. One is the key and second one is the value. I am displaying the airport value. Thank you.